Yo, I'm starting a new series on the channel where I review what happened in the last month in the NBA. Here's an NBA recap of what happened in November. Starting off with Victor Wembanyama. He's been everything we expected him to be coming in. A 7'4" guy that can shoot and dribble like a guard, averaging around 20 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and 3 blocks per game, and has all NBA defensive team potential in his rookie year. I mean, look at this guy. He's not supposed to be moving like that at his height. His lateral quickness combined with his wingspan is crazy. A couple weeks into the season, Shaq had the audacity to compare him to Bobo.
I want to go at Reggie a little bit. He talks about he's never seen a guy like Wembanyama. Yes, you have. His name is Bobo.
You think Bobo?
Let me finish my point.
They both black or something?
No, let me finish my point. Wembanyama.
Bobo. Like, come on, man. Just because they're both tall and can shoot does not mean these two players are comparable. To quickly end those conversations, Wemby showed out against the Suns 2 games in a row while Bobo was watching on the bench. Despite Wemby's play, he's learning fast that it's not easy to win in the league, as the Spurs finished in last place in the Western Conference in the month of November, while winning just 1 game in the month on a 13-game losing streak. But the whole rookie class has been pretty impressive. Chet Holmgren is currently leading the Rookie of the Year race, averaging around 18 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, and 2 blocks, with a better team record than all the other top rookies. But he also has a first-team All-NBA teammate. The Rookie of the Year award has definitely been between him and Wembanyama. They've been in their own category across the league, not just rookies, and their stats are very, very similar. Asar Thompson has also been exceptional to start his career. Despite being 6'7", he's one of the best rebounders in the league. At one point in the season, he was 3rd in total rebounds grabbed. Only 2 centers grabbed more rebounds than this guy. Scoot Henderson, the number 3 pick in the draft, on the other hand, has gotten off to an ugly start, averaging less than 10 points per game, under 50% total shooting. James Harden's time in Philadelphia has officially ended. He got traded to his preferred team for the 3rd time in 3 years. Say whatever you want about Harden, but this guy knows how to quit on a team. The fat suit, giving up mid-game.
Ball gets away. What is that? Take it away from Harden and drive.
And dissing your general manager in public.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of.
Gotta say, this guy's kind of a genius. He also let everyone know that he wasn't able to be himself in Philly, insinuating that Doc Rivers had him on a leash.
When I'm in a leash, I'm not just shooting the basketball every time. I'm not a system player. I am a system. You know what I mean? So,
well, the system got off to a terrible start with the Clippers, going 0-5 in its first 5 games with the team. They even lost to the Memphis Grizzlies, who started 0-6 without Ja Morant in the lineup. A couple games later, they'd also lose to the Denver Nuggets without Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, or Aaron Gordon playing. They let DeAndre Jordan score 21 points and grab 13 rebounds, and beat them. Only time will tell whether this trade was worth it or not. If it doesn't, Hardy's legacy is going to be in the gutter. On a random Saturday night, Wolves would tweet that Kelly Oubre got hit by a car and was sent to the hospital. Oubre would have broken ribs, bruises, cuts, injuries to his hip and right leg. The car also reportedly fled the scene. Oubre is expected to make a full recovery, but he's missed some time. Before getting hurt, he was averaging 16.3 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, on 61 total shooting percentage. He's expected to return early December. TMZ somehow got footage of Oubre returning to his home the day of the accident. How did they get this video? Who knows?
For real, Penny? Oh my God, he got hit by a car, Shai. He got hit by a car.
Anthony Davis got mauled by the media after the Lakers lost their season opener to the Nuggets. He scored 0 points in the second half of that game. Since that initial game though, he's played great. Until he does it again, this time against the Sacramento Kings. He'd entered the 4th quarter scoring 4 points while the Lakers were down 24 points. He'd finished the game with a whopping 9 points, while LeBron, at age 38, got a triple-double. This has basically been the story of the Lakers so far this year. LeBron carrying guys that can't do their job. LeBron is now officially the oldest player in the league, and the Lakers started the season with a plan for him to play 30 minutes or less each game because they don't want to overwork him early in the year. The plan lasted for 1 game, because when LeBron gets off the court, the Lakers literally forget how to play basketball. Individually, LeBron has been great, not just for a guy that's 38 years old, but for any age. But he's still getting criticized for making the right play, opposed to just shooting the last shot, like the pass he made to Reddish against the Heat, which ended up in a miss.
Butler on it. Butler reaches, cross court. It's Reddish. It's off the mark.
A couple days later, LeBron would pass it again to Reddish in the corner, and he'd make the shot.
James kicks it out. Reddish, a corner three. Bang! Cam Reddish from downtown.
Either way, LeBron doesn't seem fazed.
To all the naysayers and basketball savants that don't know nothing about basketball and telling me I should have shot that shot in Miami instead of passing to Cam Reddish. Well, I did the same thing tonight because I trust my teammates.
Later on in the month, LeBron became the first and only player to reach 39,000 points, fresh off becoming the all-time leading scorer, passing to Kareem last season at 38,387 points. LeBron will be the first and only player to reach 40,000 points in no time. He also passed Kareem for the most career minutes played in the regular season and playoffs. You know, I kind of feel bad for Kareem. Imagine watching this guy just breaking all your records you had for years. It was officially Dame time in Milwaukee, as Lillard would score 39 points as he led the team to a victory in the season debut against the 76ers. Kristaps Porzingis would also show out in his season debut with the Celtics against the Knicks, scoring 30 points as the Celtics would win the game. With his first game with the team, Porzingis now has the highest scoring debut in Boston Celtics franchise history. Chris Paul has been mid. I mean, what could you expect out of a 38-year-old that's constantly dealing with injuries? He's just been playing his role with the offense in the non-Curry minutes and creating plays. I would say the Warriors are missing Jordan Poole, but I don't think they are. Speaking of Jordan, he's been acting crazy on the Wizards. The Poole and Kuzma partnership is exactly what we thought it would be. All offense and zero defense. A off-the-backboard lob down 20 points is crazy. These guys have one job to do on the floor: try to look as cool as possible, no matter what. Poole is learning the hard way that life without Curry is different. It isn't easy leading a team when you're the top guy, and he's clearly not mature enough to take the role. Out of the 15 games the Wizards played in November, they've only won 2 games, while going on a 9-game losing streak. And they're not just losing games, they're getting blown out and blowing leads. In the game against the Raptors, they were up 23 points in the third quarter. Then they proceeded to let the Raptors go on a 21-1 run to end the game.
Welcome back to the Draymond Green Show.
On November 12th, Draymond Green and Anthony Edwards have some words for each other.
And a foul. And Edwards taking exception to Draymond Green.
But despite his words, Draymond and the Warriors would lose, while Edwards went on to score 33 points. 2 days later, this happened.
And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on.
Now, we all know Draymond Green has beef with Rudy Gobert, so when the opportunity to get at Gobert arrived, he absolutely took it. I mean, he had zero reason to hold Gobert in a full Nelson for this long. And look at Rudy, he's just letting it happen. Klay Thompson, Jaden McDaniels, and Draymond Green all got ejected from the game, which started 2 minutes ago. An hour later on the same day, this happened.
Look out, that's going to be a technical foul. They're going to call a double team. Wow, that surprises me. Yeah, I thought it was just going to be on AD. And look at Desmond Bane. Oh, there's some bad blood, serious bad blood right now. Bane.
Shortly after this happened, John Morant tweeted this. You already know Ja was fiending to get involved. After the game, Rudy told reporters he knew Draymond was going to try to get ejected because Steph wasn't playing. And honestly, I agree with him. He would also call Draymond's behavior clownish. In the end, Draymond was suspended for 5 games, while Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniels were fined $25,000. Surprisingly, Rudy Gobert was also fined $25,000, even though he was the one getting choked out. And because Draymond will be suspended for 5 games, he'll lose $769,970 from his salary. I'm not a pocket watcher, but you could do so much more with that money instead of putting someone in a headlock. The NBA announced the in-season tournament this season, and most of the games were pretty competitive, but the real talk of the tournament early on was the jerseys and courts made for it. Don't get me wrong, the NBA kinda cooked with some of these jerseys. Like, these aren't bad, but whoever came up with these designs might need to start looking at a new job, especially this one. This has no creativity. The tournament so far has been great. All teams that play in it look like they're actually trying to win, whether for the trophy or the $500,000 each player gets for winning the tournament. The 8 teams to qualify for the quarterfinals are the Lakers, Suns, Kings, Pelicans, Bucks, Knicks, Pacers, and Celtics. The winner of the trophy will be determined in December. If you guys aren't on NBA Twitter, you probably didn't know this was going on. But NBA teams' Brazil accounts have been absolutely deranged to start the season. I'd advise you not to look, but they're posting straight up weird shit, like stuff I don't even want to describe. What I'm showing you is the least worst stuff they posted. Like, look at this. And because these posts have been going viral, the main Atlanta Hawks account tweeted this.
Only Hawks fans know where the real action is. Only Hawks fans know what they really want to see.
I mean, what are we doing? This would never happen in David Stern's league. You even got DeJounte Murray, one of your own players, demanding you delete this. The Tyreses have been making noise early to start the season. Tyrese Maxey has been a miracle for the 76ers as they moved on from James Harden, helping the Sixers win 8 straight games after losing the season opener, even scoring 50 points against the Pacers. Along with Joel Embiid, they look like some sort of partnership like Shaq and Kobe. Okay, maybe not Shaq and Kobe. The team looks more happy with Harden gone, which allows them to play better. Or maybe it's because Nick Nurse is a better coach than Doc Rivers. Tyrese Halliburton had a 2-game stretch where he had 15 and 17 assists with 0 turnovers. He also led the Pacers to snap in the Sixers' 8-game win streak. He's currently leading the league in assists and has shot his name up to the top point guards in the league. Anthony Edwards has also made an immense leap to start the season. After his strong performance out with Team USA in the summer, he's come back to the team being more of a confident leader. The Timberwolves are currently first in the West, thanks to Ant and the Wolves, who are the best defensive team in the league with a defensive rating of 106.6. During a 7-game win streak, Edwards averaged 30 points per game, along with 5.8 rebounds per game and 5.7 assists on 51% shooting. Cam Thomas has also started the year on a strong foot, even though an injury has put a pause to his season. He scored 30 or more points in the first 3 games of the year, while coming off the bench. Why was he coming off the bench? Who knows, but he's definitely become Brooklyn's best scorer. He also hit this shot. I know a shot chucker when I see one. Fresh off his first playoff series, De'Aaron Fox is coming to the season looking for revenge, leading the Kings to a 6-game win streak during the month of November. With Mike Brown coaching and Fox playing the way that he has, the Kings might go further than round 1 in the playoffs. Lastly, Franz Wagner along with Paolo Banchero have both taken the Magic above expectations so far. Both are averaging around 20 points per game on 55% total shooting, leading the Magic to a top 3 defensive rating in the league. The Chicago Bulls have been bad, real bad, so bad they've even lost to the Detroit Pistons in a game where Zach LaVine would finish with 51 points. On top of Lonzo Ball still being injured, the Bulls are reportedly ready to blow it up, so it's possible that a lot of Bulls players will be wearing new jerseys soon. Those players that are heavily rumored are Zach LaVine, Alex Caruso, and DeMar DeRozan. The Phoenix Suns have gotten off to a patchy start the season due to players being injured. Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker have still yet to play a game together. So far, it's basically been KD doing some heavy lifting. It's very reminiscent of KD on the Nets, with Harden trying to leave and Kyrie not playing. Just him carrying the rest of the team. Dillon Brooks did not learn his lesson from last year after getting dogged by LeBron. Before this first matchup with him this season, he would talk to the media again.
Ready to lock him up. He's shooting the ball well, he's been playing well, so I'm just there to make him tired, make him get into that fourth quarter early.
LeBron only scored 18 points in that game, and they would have their moment. But the next matchup, LeBron would end the game with 37 points on 73% shooting from the field. He'd also call Dillon Brooks too small and get a technical for shoving him. Chris Paul and Scott Foster still don't like each other. Now we actually have confirmation that the feud between these two is actually personal.
Yeah, it's personal. Yeah, we had a situation some years ago, and it's personal, you know.
Foster would give Paul a double technical, which led him to get ejected in their last encounter on the court together. And Josh Giddey. Yeah, if you don't know, then go look it up. But if these allegations are true, he's gonna have a rough life ahead of him. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. Here are the standings at the end of the month. The Timberwolves are finally finding a rhythm with Gobert and Cat in the lineup, as well as the Dallas Mavericks with Luka and Kyrie. Ime Udoka has changed life for the Houston Rockets so far, while Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks are struggling. Detroit is still bad. They've been rebuilding for years and still can't put a team together that can compete. In fact, they're the only team since 2010 to not win a playoff game. And they've only won 26% of their games since 2019. 26%. Asar Thompson's face says it all. They also went the month of November winning 0 games. That's right, they went the whole month without winning a single game. The Orlando Magic are legit this year. I expect them to be in the playoffs. Those who thought Wemby could lead the Spurs to a playoff appearance in his first year couldn't be more wrong. The Clippers need to pick it up before they're back in the play-in situation.